What went about as we expected, a 3-1 recommendation with a fifth member of the board not voting. Of course, it comes after a nationwide outpouring of support to free Jones and from yet another emotional plea from the Howell family that to carry out what they see as justice.
Clemency is recommended.
This was the moment 2 decades after his conviction that Julius Jones got perhaps his best shot yet at getting off death row. He spoke on camera today for the first time.
Truth is, I didn't shoot that man. I didn't kill Mr. Paul Howell. I wasn't involved in it in any way.
Jones needed 3 members of this board to vote in his favor, and that's exactly what he got. Adam Luck saying he had doubts about Jones's guilt. Kelly Doyle saying the same.
I continue to believe that there is doubt in this case in which the ultimate punishment should not be utilized.
Larry Morris also mentioned doubts and said he has concerns about the much lower sentence that Christopher Jordan got related to this case. After testifying he and Jones took part, Richard Smotherman was the one no vote. He had some back and forth questioning with Jones about a number of different issues.
I'm asking you, did you write that letter?
I'm asking you, are you finished asking you a question so I can fully answer it, sir?
Smotherman said he thought Jones was being untruthful at one point. His lawyer later denied that. Either way, Smotherman did not seem to have the same doubts as his fellow board members.
To believe in Mr. Jones's theory of the case, you have to disbelieve every other piece of evidence in the case. And you have to believe that his version over every other piece of evidence. And I am very concerned that that's a near impossibility.
And part of the Howell family's message was very similar to that today. They, of course, are convinced of his guilt. Governor Stitt says he will not comment until he has made a final decision in this case. He can either leave Jones on death row, that would be denying clemency. He can grant it and keep him in prison for life, or he can grant clemency and give him the option of parole. He is scheduled to be executed 2 weeks from Thursday.